Na mungu ade mu behwie bia matati atiem.
That's how we dey mpe. Na Bruno the over fat Bruno at this time said Bruno Fernandes.
Meeting story ma stressa.
Omo for music anko. Omo de omo fa blank check him range.
You see, Rich. Once there is money, start marking your time. Maybe it may not be now, but it will eventually happen.
Okay.
Because it is money. Fatuho. Rich. Me say, the road to Munich, no, they be on a 2-step. And you be to a very, very big step to the road to money. Today, by the time you be done, Rich, no, you be yi bako. Amanaba either Asia and Asetopwa. I think that's Asia. You be yi bako abesia. These two teams. Omucho time, Rich. This evening, you be yi bako. Isi nyankopo ba. Inter Milan against Barcelona. Why any man who konya in Munich to lift this trophy this season, Rich? That is the discussion I have having. Now, first leg near 3-3. And all roads tonight. And they say, yeah, but so flat light at the Ato San Siro. So, na yabo Inter against FC Barcelona or Italy. Now, there are a lot of superstars on display. And when you make game, no, a very, very watchable game for Omo Epe football. Rich, let's start from Club FN Barca. There is Barca official game flyer for any game now. Barcelona, or San Siro, no. Rich. The first Barcelona conversation, any date. Now, minimum how I will see some way. Rich, any other sorry, Barcelona for say any sit me. Say sit me dia. Any chat be at Wama. Chat be almost say Rich. Nancy Champions League. Yes, now on my yard, no. They remember a date called Sit May, where Oma qualified to the finals on those days. Okay, this picture. Stamford Bridge, Iniesta, Pum Bona Boban, I say Atiatomu, Barcelona Tika. And that result means Barcelona go into the final in 2009 against Manchester United. That was 6th May 2009. Rich, almost see again. 6th May laughed at Barcelona in the semi-finals of the Champions League when the famous Messi nightmare of Abrantes FN Jerome Jenim Boateng happened for Team FN Barcelona on May 6, 2015. Barcelona Echo J, that Champions League final against Juventus. And Barcelona for you, say a necessary set media. Then something good happened on those days in the semi-finals when they need results to qualify to the final. And that is the conversation Barca are having. Now, Rich, beyond dates, any myth, any Bibiano. Look, me who say Barcelona for a psyche or say match where you final. Because if you don't win this, you don't even get the opportunity to walk past the trophy and say, I am going onto this pitch to fight for it. Rich. And now Mitier Hansi Flick, Mitier Daniel Olmo. And say, oh, Sami up almost something or can or say, some opportunity way, you know. You don't need someone to come and tell you. Say, who a player? Nasa Obo Europa. These are the moments you wait for in your life. And say, a banner sa unya advantage. you need to grab it.
Intrinsic motivation.
Yes. We say now we are football in Yinano. Game be say na your dream. So adabe pa na menya semi-final Champions League San Siro against Inter. Big game. Na me person me bibia on the pitch to carry my team to the Champions League final. And you don't need someone to come and tell you how important the opportunity is for a club. Gabby said it right. Hansi Flick cried us, yo, my coach you are, my boy. Yenya solid not supporters neba. This atmosphere calls for you to turn up. Untimi nkoshe them. So when you ready and standing up, you can't conquer an enemy, and that is what Onu any team no will want to do. Rich, trouble ni never me a bon one man enemy. So one step up, the Champions League will be off your radar. And to some person who keep on dreaming, say, over to me the Champions League now for Barcelona, it is tonight. Now, Rich, and you one say Inter decided to put Dumfries on their match day flyer.
First leg in there, no a monster.
And he was the man of the match.
Anthony Bobo.
And among the Inter players, Rich, if they are looking for someone to say, a Branty away will inspire me tonight, it's him. I don't know. Rich, Maminka Bibincho. Even though Conesias and Barcelona are your favorites for an annual game, no. Rich, the main annual match in your match is that they are playing it not against just Inter, but against Italian team. And say, Upe and Kofua throughout history, Rich, or match say, they know how to get results from game. Not just play it nice. Not play to the gallery. Results being in your game with 1-0. Yeah, call 2-1. Yeah, call 2-2. Yeah, extra. Penalty. They know how to go into a game which the only here in the game as almost focus and go and grab it and send it. And Rich, and my book in Tabonfia because Sir Ocean and same power in recent history in the Champions League, Rich, even though Barcelona had the Champions League, do not actually Inter, but Rich, Sir, over the last 5 years, Ekwa, and your Barcelona to play Inter in the contest of the Champions League. And yet an easy game for Team Friend Barca, and a game a year bought at the home of Team your friend Inter. Now, Rich, there's only one major talking point for Team friend Inter in terms of team news. And in some trophy who call Inter training grounds when you know, Rich, there was only one person they were looking out for. And here he is in the video.
Lautaro Martinez.
Because he got injured in the first leg. And the news about it was that and yes, I'm not sure whether he will be able to play in the second leg. This weekend, Inter game in the Serie A, one more game nibi. But Rich, and all of a sudden, Lautaro Martinez appeared at training, and Rich, the news are ever and say, Inter player of the month of April, a fix and then he is in the lineup of Team friend Inter, not on the bench, but in the first 11, according to all the trusted sources from Italians. You know, there is Dolospor and Rich. Dolospor say Lautaro Martinez, and Turam and a airball. And Sir Dolospor for almost lineup, no, Rich Sky Italia, and so as to say, almost so information and say. Lautaro Martinez will play. And what we will do and say, we will put this Inter and line up on the tactical board, and that is what we get. Inter there 3-5-2. Soma, Bisek, Acerbi, Bastoni, 3 back. Di Marco left wing back. Dumfries right wing back. ne tre midfield of Hakan Shahanoglu, Mkhitaryan, and Ayala. Then animal two of Turam and Abrantia, Yefeno Lautaro Martinez. This is Inter tonight.
Dimarco Nibium.
Yes.
Yo.
But Rich, Dimarco is Inter's best left wing back.
And in Calamia, I know.
Bona no new acquiring ball.
You train too much.
Bona no nimbo. Rich catch me and in football. Defender Ben Lamy amount to channel. Ude man one. I will say wait there. Lamy Yama ain't mean to channel. Rich. Dimarco is Inter's best left wing back. Augustumu, and you multiply no. Until he will play. Unless he's not fit. Rich. So Inter line up near clear no. Barcelona they are near clear. Because first one they buy was again from Sky Italia. Say na Barcelona bebo. Chesney, Eric Garcia, Inigo Martinez. Next 2 and 3 no. Eric Garcia and Inigo Martinez. Kubasi Araujo, De Jong, Pedri Olmo, Jamal, Rafinha, Ferran Torres. Now, Rich, me won't wait no. Now, Enra Makache Andy say, in the absence of Kunde, anybody, Mimi Gini say, this should be our lineup. The NTM may suggest way and say, Inter scored us from set pieces. Say, Obo say, you have heights. I'll be dealing with the set pieces because in one team, or Martinez Inigo, or Araujo, or Kubasi, or Eric Garcia, almost falling in our center halves. And they know how to defend when it comes to area situations. And so we say, and Barcelona solved the problem. Lewandowski, I have faith there. But Rich, you don't throw him into this game. So bench him and play Ferran Torres, who did very, very well against Inter in the first leg. But Rich, then the Spanish media no say Dabi. The almost different from the Sky Italia report. Rich, what is the difference? According to Mundo Fono, almost say Dabi, Hansi Flick will want to go yes with Eric Garcia on the right. But Rich, Kubasi Inigo Martinez. Then Gerard Martin, our left back. Diakano, you got it right. Reason, Gerard Martin was the MVP for Barcelona and for the match against Real Valladolid. And as the flick Gidi said, Aventin is enough to start the game because a game on Gindi Bebre say Interphone will offer match so mobile attack it. They will play Barcelona exactly the way they played them in the first leg. No. Now, Rich, na me nimse mundo nkwana omo eka we. Anwumre na Dario Sports so baya omo si o. Omo Inter no any the mundo foka is no correct. And that's Gerard Martin and Ebebo. Now, Rich, maminka sasemwe. I just wish say the Spanish papers will want to deceive Interphone. And that the Sky Italia for Momokano. Correct. I just wish that. But Sebastian Kobobo, na oyo analysis, na a lineup ba, na baku every Italy, na mienu free Spain and Rich. You have to go with the Spanish one. So we will put the Barcelona 4-3-3, senior Mundo Mo Ekano, and so on the tactical board and Rich. That is what we get. 4-3-3, and this is the 4-3-3 Ayenya. A 4-3-3 of Chesney, Eric Garcia, Kubasi Inigo Martinez, Gerard Martin, Frankie De Jong, Pedri, Daniel Olmo, then a front three of Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and Abrantia Efeno. Ferran Torres. Rich. Mijidi say we are not going to watch game is so different from the share in the first leg.
Very similar.
Yes. Similar in terms of Barcelona having a chance share of the possession. Barca ne kuta ball no. Omo Frankie, Pedri, Omo kuta ball no kama. Ne ebiem ediama Lamine Yamal hwese obetimi atwetwe 1v1. Then you will see Gerard Martin obeba nanim because Barcelona kuta ball no comfortable. Na Rafinha ewura in 15 to add up to the numbers with Dani Olmo or these spaces enti Barcelona for numbers bebre na we mu gina omachi ball no to echa no masafa no musa de ko na Garcia asa oba asa omba se na be ya debia no Kubasi and Inigo Martinez will keep an eye on the two strikers now omo person omo free in transition and as a counter attack for Inter and because Barca air dominating into Rich Abante for the Kahanoglu Mkhitaryan and Barella so have gone deep to defend because Barcelona for the ball so we are going to witness something like this, Rich, in terms of ball possession, something like this. Now, Rich, but the difference for Barca and Numene say they need to maintain the pressure on Inter. Number one, penetrate them and score goals. Because who say that's a ball ending in a draw. We go to extra time, we go to penalties. So if you want to win, especially El Clasico this weekend against Real Madrid, Rich, Barcelona will want to do things more differently and attack Inter in a way penetrate better than the against Spain. No? Rich, if even Barcelona repeats the same performance against Inter, it means they are going to score 3. Now, what Barcelona will want to do and they say, okay, how can we play the same, score Inter the 3 goals, but prevent them from scoring us 3-2? Rich, I mean, real fee. Bona a hero with Spain, Inter the cash 2. And day for you to say, Barcelona about this Inter team, and they will not be afraid to say Inter the ball, they better to Martinum. So we are Sebi. Next way seeing answer be and first leg him. Now Rich, again Inter yeah. Omunya Barcelona on those occasions now omu edise omu na you can wrap it up. Yes. Rich, Makase say Inter na ball bia. Then you see them in their nominal positions. Until Ubo say Barcelona for area naturally say Inter na kuta ball you also retreat kakra. In your nominal positions to defend. Now, two center halves, no, Rich. We are occupied by Thuram and Lautaro Martinez. Dada. The Inter the young confirm a day for you to stop and say, Rich, because Omubo with wing backs, no, they always want their wing backs to stay very, very wide. So the mayor omu food as omuja only Hakanta Anoglu, then Mkhitaryan and Abantia, your friend Nicola Barella will also come like this. And omu baby then they push movement from almost strikers, no super space Egina. Rich, you defend against them centrally, and they open you wide to omu wings. No? Now with Ayala Garcia at batter right back, no, and defensively, only problem. But Rich, the problem is where again, Gerard Martin won. And say, oh no, Sabeboa. It means again, say, Abante Feno, Dumfries will always fancy the chance against Abante. And so, Otranepe, he is sending the crosses into the box for Kubasi and Inigo Martinez to be aware of the movement of Thuram and Lautaro Martinez. Bonita, you know Barella, and Mkhitaryan, and even Hakan Çalhanoğlu can pounce on it and play. Rich. And then so you say, Lamine Yamal de be di mako.
Oh, Ejuma no. Odibedi no.
Enti.
Ejuma no bedi no.
Enti yamba ne say, Sani Lamine Yamal edibedi di mako no. Sansuna Dumfries so edibedi Gerard Martin mebo. But because we are attacking Intino, most of and Barcelona be kuta ball mostly we will see this situation. But we will have moments where Dumfries will also have a go at Abranti friend Gerald Martin and see. Rich, me de be just tactical ball no so ade ba ko na meka. And open inform me about my prediction na me. Ball me gidi said onim ball na
Okay.
In football, there's a certain percentage of rich. And yet your ball no any winning. And our ball. We've seen games that say, oh, we have a ball power by a those things can happen. But in those cases, it doesn't inform me prediction. Me gidi say ball no, the only ball on the day. The ultimate say already or born the opponent, you know, or no, and they are or tie a winning. And I think say if that is the principle of my prediction, there, Rich, Barcelona should be able to beat Inter and take the qualification into the final. And based on my tactical board analysis, now Rich, I think say Barcelona and Numre will book the first tickets to Munich as the first finalists of the 2024-2025 Champions League season. You know, na omo etimiako. It will not be easy, but you know, they will have the entire Omoko San Siro, and which will be say you better go as finalists of this year's Champions League.
Okay.
See all the best to them. Mami Mau.
Code in
na yembrana yemedi enkomo. The Mau code no. And there are some interesting.
But goes Besaba. Goes Besaba. Ebian koye the first leg 3-3 no. But this time, yeah, 2-2,
2-1, 3-2, something like that.
Goes in the Besaba.
Okay.
And also, Inter team now, I saw them here very good in defending now. I love how they transit. Very, very quick.
It is because
and omu jump strikers needy.
And omu good baller.
Yeah.
Who say obi ultimate defender? But Onyabo na no lose. Onyabo. But Rich,
support 1, 2, 3.
Kano blue barrel. They know how to play.
Taro Martinez. The ball na momo.
Yes.
And na be ma goals in be ba no.
And
you have a do achi bia no onyon kwa chew. Uja wachi na onyon kwa chew. And ready your game share.
Very good football.
Game share.
Pa e wo ho.
In a game ni me hu say be extra. Extra time then penalties decided.
But Rich, me so say ebe
90 minutes na ebenya win now.
Me hu say ebe butu.
Oh, okay.
Unim di ebutu na say ade asejere.
Enti I Andy say so mo dey aduane si ho. Go game the likely extra time. Na penalties decided.
Me hu say ebe butu. No oti ase.
Derby.
Last week. First game no, which is Paris Saint-Germain Arsenal.
Yeah.
Am I only one
goal, yeah.
And I go singing out by in the Barca Inter.
Okay.
Rich, me who say this week it will be the other way around.
Game we ni be 1-0,
2-0.
Na nyonko de we
nyonko afrimu. Then Ochina.
How many goals in me ba?
I'm telling you. That is how me so
I see.
Many ehu games to be. Rich, 2 codes.
Okay.
First one no 1CDA 3B 6A. 1C DA 3B 6A. And a second one no 1C DA 4FE 0. 1C DA 4FE 0. Me say wa o hwe sisi ya obetimi a screenshot it na o de ato na so obetro ato baby. Say na be ya the moment we move on the show Nenya fena beba back abebisa say oh I missed the code na code no et saying ene ade yembe so obi so be ma fake code na afi o de abebo ye chi ntu samre ya wo hu ade ya no you just have to screenshot it now that all then you continue to watch the game na yakọ yenim e wo honum.
Okay. All right, yen to jumadi ne so 104.5 na ye to so dia na ye to so dia free under 20 AFCON na ekoso awo Egypt 2025 dia no. Na before cry minim say Ayala mbabam na ya tactical discussion awo Ghana Senegal game no nya mienu kwani coach efense